2010 is just a regularity for him, but the way he gets it, the true power forward of the
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival, the San Antonio Spurs are ready for this thing to get started. We're live from Portland, Oregon. Hometown fans are cheering for their Trailblazers. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. And that one's good. Parker. San Antonio on defense. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Lillard against Leonard. Now, here's Aminu. Defense is right there. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
Here is Lillard. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Lillard with it. Four on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Plumlee. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Green, no luck. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard dishes to Harkless. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Aminu. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Parker passes to Green. That doesn't go either for Green. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Plumlee kicks to Harkless. Plenty of space. Tony Parker grabs the miss.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Now here's Green. Leonard attacking. And good on the basket. Book it.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Harkless with it, covered by Parker. Harkless kicks to McCollum. Good on the triple. McCollum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Leonard dishes to Parker. There's the 3. No good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Lillard. And the layup is good. Lillard's got his first bucket of the night.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Aldridge, following the score by Damian Lillard. One-on-one here. Here's Aminu, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. Floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Portland did a lot of things right last year in their 51-win season. The one constant for them was how Greg played defense.
You know, Kevin, they were good all season long in terms of staying focused on that side of the ball. Really made sure to challenge every shot, and with their length and reach, they should be a factor defensively. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Parker with him. Lillard picks him up. Parker passes to Leonard. Aldridge, no one around him. The offensive rebound. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Back to Leonard. Feeds to Aldridge. Can they get it? Good. Aldridge has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, you know, as you said, Portland challenged every shot last season. They were a top 10 team in limiting opponents' shooting percentage. They were also best in the league in limiting three-pointers.
For the Trailblazers, Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Myers Leonard comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Alan Crabb in for Harkless. The Spurs also changing it up. West comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now here's Leonard. The dish to McCollum. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
There are a lot of different approaches on defense. Portland challenged shots and didn't make risky plays. They were last in turnovers.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
The San Antonio Spurs, a team that has had such a strong core and is so disciplined, Clark, it's hard to see them struggle, even think of them struggling, even on the road.
Well, you know, last season they did have trouble at times on the road, but 22-19, still not too bad.
And he nails the third.
And for the Spurs on the road, it was the scoring. They were so good at home, but scored 8.5 points less per game on the road. That was the biggest margin in the NBA.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Here's Crabb. Sinks the three-pointer. Crabb's got 6.
Boy, it's been a long time since the Spurs had a losing record on the road, so there aren't any concerns for them. I mean, they've never had a losing road record since Tim Duncan was drafted. Wow, that's back to 1997.
Anderson dishes to Diaw. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Crabb, covered by Martin. That's good. 8 points for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Portland leading by 8. Now here's McCollum. He's got 6. Over to the wing. Leonard with a screen on Anderson. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Throws it up high, and he lays in the alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
That's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Portland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside there in the first. It's Davis with the drive. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Henderson. And again, it's Portland converted.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get. A solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin. Right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
Here's Cram. He's got 8. In the corner, Henderson with it. Conley kicks to Henderson. And the pass to Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And for Manu Ginobili last season, not his best. Down in every measurable category since his rookie year. He's 37, myriad of injuries. You know, but Greg, there's still something so special about that player.
Yeah, I mean, so much of his game is about movement. And Kevin, after 13 full seasons and factor in all of the international competition, you're going to have to start to show some wear and tear, and that's been the case for Manu.
Excellent point. He played 4 pro years overseas before the NBA. Out left to the wing. Here's Crabbe. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by McCollum. And here is Ginobili. And here's Anderson from the arc. Can't get it to go.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season, but the great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You've got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence, and that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk one. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Spurs ball. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Portland.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
We've got Mo Harkless, Alan Crabb out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Vonleh, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Plumlee with the screen. Harkless the pass to Plumlee. Now here's Harkless. Tight defense on him. Lillard with no one around. No good from outside.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Green, and El Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Back to Duncan. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Duncan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
Now here's Harkless, guarded by Green. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard attacking. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. West is checked in for Duncan.
Into the lineup, Spurs.
Spurs trail by 5. And Leonard has it in the corner. Goes up on the wing, and it's San Antonio with another.
Putting you in.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Aldridge dishes to Parker. Uncovered. Portland grabs the miss.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And then Lillard slams it in.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole a game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
Leonard, he's checked in for Harkless. Trailblazers leading by 5. Crab kicks to Lillard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from before on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Nobody near Leonard. From outside, off the mark.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Plumlee, the pass to Leonard. Back to Plumlee. Lillard attacking. And the rejection by Leonard. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Plumlee dishes to Leonard. Out to the right wing. Leonard with a screen on Green. Crab kicks to Leonard. Drops in the layup for 2.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball moving out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Parker passes to Green. Outside Leonard. Aldridge dishes to Leonard. It's Parker outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Parker's got 5. Trailblazers leading by 6. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard. The tray. And it's Lillard again missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Green with the ball. Leonard picks him up. West with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's tipped to the inside. Here's Parker. Fires for 3. West. That's good. West has got his first 3 points of the game.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Leonard, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Leonard having a good one. 9 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions. Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Vonleh comes in for Myers Leonard. Carroll Henderson, he's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And McCollum subbed in for Craig. Mills passes to Anderson. Down low. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Oh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, that's huge. And it's slammed in by Dion.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Kicks to Vonleh. Right side Davis. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And you know what, just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steals.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. .157 left to play in the first half. 4 on the shot clock. No coverage that time. 13 points for C.J. McCollum.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Mills kicks to Anderson. The feed now to Mills. It's Ginobili with the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Lillard, right side. Kevin Martin with the rebound.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Lets it go from the wing, and he knocks down the jumper. And now just a 1-point Portland lead. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Pass to Vonleh. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Portland. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio.
And for Noah Vonleh, last season came in as a heralded freshman out of Indiana. Some people thought he might crack the top 5 in the draft, but after some shaky late workouts, he fell all the way to 9.
Anderson passes to Ginobili. Off target from outside. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's stolen by Duncan. Poked loose. Stolen by McCollum. He feeds it to Vonleh. Stolen by Anderson. One-on-one here. And he lobs it up toward the rim. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
McCollum. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Portland out in front, up 2. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tim, in looking at that first half, what sort of adjustments are necessary as you guys prepare to take the floor after the break?
Just refocus of energy at halftime, come out a little more focused and understanding what we got to do to finish this game.
Tim, we appreciate the time as always. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Portland was looking great right away. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal attempts to close out the first. Then in the second quarter, the steam was let out of their hot air balloon as they were outscored and outplayed, but they still cling to a 2-point advantage at the half. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they're generating points in the paint, which I like to see. Too often teams fall in love with the 3, and the defenses can key on that. You want to keep your offense unpredictable, which is why you need to establish a presence inside. Once you do that, then you can play inside out. And you've got the defense right where you want it.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for McCollum. 13 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
San Antonio trailing here. On the court right now for the Spurs. Defensive minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. It's stolen by Duncan. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Harkless. Pocket 6. No good on the triple. The Spurs shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Parker outside. Here's Leonard. And that one is hammered home.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
McCollum with the ball. He's against Green. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Lillard attacking. Here's Plumlee, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside Leonard. Duncan with the screen for Leonard. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Looking to get back on track here. Lillard misses. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Tries to keep it alive. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Now a timeout called by Portland. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player. Has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison, college to pro. I think you're right on.
You know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his postgame, I think he could even go higher.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And the Spurs, being the defending champions out west, heading into last year, but they would end up 6th in the conference with a record of 55-27. Had a record of 32-20 against the rest of the West.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. We knew the West was going to be wild and very competitive all season long last year, and the Spurs, Clark, epitomized just how crazy and tough things can be there.
Yeah, and with about 3 weeks left in the season, the Spurs were sitting in the 7th playoff spot. Then they go on a tear and win 11 games in a row to jump to number 2. Finally lose one game, and they're all the way back to 6.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Parker. Aminu. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Leonard kicks to Green. Shot on the wing. That is good. Green's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Lillard attacking, uses both hands to slam it down.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
Boy, their hounding, harassing efforts at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Duncan with some nice D.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And that one's good. Green's got 10 points.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Pass to Harkless. Plumlee with a screen on Parker. Lillard with it. Leonard picks him up. Inside. Here's Plumlee. Duncan with the block. But they recover it. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Green with the ball. Dishes to Parker. Aldridge a screen. Plumlee with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Duncan with the block. They get it back. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Passes it to Aminu. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season, with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position. Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Martin kicks to Diallo. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Mills. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. He dishes it to West. Knocks down the 3-ball. West has got 6. Portland leading. Now McCollum. From deep. Aminu with the screen from McCollum. 5 to shoot. Shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Kevin Martin on the wing. Ginobili, that's for 2. Here's Diallo, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
They've been fighting to get back into it, chipping away little by little, and it's paid off.
Leonard, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Anderson's checked in. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 20 points for C.J. McCollum. This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Goes back up, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against San Antonio. The Trailblazers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light has officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds and field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and, Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence growing. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential.
And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. To the middle, stolen by McCollum. 3 on 3, 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead. And
good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Outside Leonard. To the middle. That's tipped. Anderson right side. Here's Mills. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Portland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Damian Lillard out there with Crab. Then there's Mo Harkless.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. For 3, they grab their own miss. Duncan, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. It's 2-on-1. Here's Duncan, and the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Portland. And San Antonio also making a switch. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Anderson. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Here's Aldridge, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Lillard dishes the Plumlee. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Feeds it to Aldridge. Back to Parker. It's deflected. Plumlee with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Spurs trail by 3. Harkless with the steal. To the inside. Here's Vonleh. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Two first personal foul. At the line for Trailblazers, Noah Vonleh. Taking
free throw good. Vonleh. And both free throws good for Vonleh. The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Lillard attacking. He kicks it to Vonleh. There's the double team with Ginobili. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. It's Parker outside. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Craig. He's covered by Leonard. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Spurs trail by 7. And stolen by Lillard. And they're on the break. Here's Crabbe. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Leonard. No good, unable to end this run.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Lillard, the pass to Aminu. The dish now to Plumlee. Aminu with it, dunking on him. Aminu with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. San Antonio's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Crabbe. He's covered by Leonard. Crabbe kicks to Plumlee. And again, it's Portland converting.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Portland was just fantastic at home last season. We expect that, though, of this team, Greg. 32-9. It was packed each game.
And Kevin, of that 32-win mark, how about that was the 4th best in the entire league? You don't win your division without winning at home, and Portland definitely took care of business.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
But they'll get another chance. Duncan. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And the shot is good.
Well, I tell you what, it seems as though Portland is always good at home. It was 2007 when they last had a losing record in this building. Even when they're down overall, they're always tough at home.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And unfortunately, guys, for Portland, they didn't have home court advantage in the playoffs. As great as they were at home all year, it could have made a big difference for them in the postseason.
Plumlee dishes to Lillard. Back to Plumlee, and there's the pass to Lillard. 6 to shoot. To the inside, shot from 12. Plumlee, no luck. Spurs trail by 7. Kicks to Aldridge. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Aminu. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
The Spurs have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Ginobili the pass to Leonard. Here's Aldridge. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Plumlee's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Ginobili outside. The feed to Aldridge. Back to Ginobili. Lets the three fly. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Pass to Crabbe. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Plumlee. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Crabbe. Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Parker. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Leonard attacking. He used that pick to get in close.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's Lillard. Crops in the layup for two. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And Green gets it to go.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Now, here's Aminu. Defense is right there. Leonard with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Duncan. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice numbers here for Duncan. 15 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a three to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Now here's Harkless. Aldridge is covering. Harkless kicks to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Harkless. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
And Mills kicks to Green. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Puts up a 3. The shot by Harkless, no good.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
.30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard.
Spurs foul ball.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Mills. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 7. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Gerald, you guys certainly played with a level of determination out there to win. What was the team's focus coming into this ball game?
We were just scrappy. You know, that's the team we have to beat. Playing scrappy defense and getting out and running. And, you know, using our guards and making plays for each other.
Congratulations, Gerald. We appreciate the time. Guys?
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.